Off their 4-1 victory in the home opener yesterday, the Duluth Huskies were right back at it at historic Wade Stadium, welcoming the Crosse Loggers to town for the first time this season. Those Huskies try to make it 2 in a row on their home turf, but the Loggers hit the scoreboard first in that opening frame. Savion Flowers cracks a single to right field. The throw home isn't in time. Lacrosse goes up 1-0. The Huskies trying to respond, but Loggers third baseman Griffin Olsen makes that diving catch on that foul ball for the out. Now to the fourth inning, Loggers try and steal second base, but instead of tagging, Zan von Schlegel makes the heads-up play back home. The Huskies make the play at the plate for the out, so it's still a one-run ball game. And that's until right fielder Eli Small hits one high into that hazy sky today. The Huskies outfielders have trouble tracking it. It falls fair as 2 Loggers race across home plate to extend their lead to 3-zip. The Huskies were held hitless through 5 innings and get shut out by Lacrosse 6-0. Duluth now sitting at 2-5 on the season. But they're right back at it tomorrow morning for Education Day. So the team is inviting all Twin Ports area surrounding schools to attend a special game dedicated to all those teachers and students out there, with the first pitch set bright and early at 11:30 a.m. from Wade Stadium.